Most people dread the sanding phase of a drywall project, and honestly, it is easy to see why. You are usually juggling a flat sander for the walls, and then switching to something else entirely for those tight, inside corners. It is a clunky process that eats up way too much time. That is where this folding radial sander from WAL-Board tools tries to change the rhythm. What makes this thing interesting is that it is not just another static block. It has this clever hinge mechanism that lets it snap from a flat, wide surface right into a 90-degree angle. You can literally go from smoothing out a long stretch of wall to hitting a corner without ever putting the tool down or reaching for a different one. The movement feels pretty fluid, and the way it locks into place is surprisingly solid. It does not feel like it is going to flop around while you are trying to get a clean finish. The U-joint on the head is another nice touch. It gives you that full 360-degree rotation, which is a lifesaver when you are working in those awkward spots near the ceiling or tucked behind a pipe. It just follows the motion of your hand, so you are not fighting the tool to keep the disc flat against the surface. Now the kit comes with 18 sanding discs, which is a generous start. You get a mix of 80, 120, and 180 grit, so you are covered from the rough initial pass all the way to the final polish. The silicon carbide material on these discs holds up well, though if you are doing a massive renovation, you will obviously need to restock eventually. One thing to keep in mind is that because it is a folding design, there is a tiny bit of a learning curve to get the pressure right when it is in that corner configuration. If you push too hard on the edge, you might leave a mark, so it takes a minute to get the feel for the balance. It is not a deal breaker by any means, but it is something you notice after the first few minutes of use. Also, while it is great for corners, it is still a manual tool, so your arms are going to get a workout if you have a whole house to finish. It would be great if the handle had a bit more ergonomic padding for those long sessions, as the grip can get a little tiring after an hour or two. Still, for the sheer convenience of having one tool that handles both flat surfaces and tricky angles, it is a smart addition to any kit. It cuts out the clutter and keeps the workflow moving, which is exactly what you want when you are staring down a room full of fresh mud. If you are tired of swapping tools every 5 minutes, this is definitely worth a look.
Check out the video description for updated price. And thank you for watching this video.